Hi everyone, welcome to Azure Chronicles. In today's video, we will learn how to use env command in Linux. If you are learning Linux DevOps or Azure skills, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it to support the channel. Let's get started. Imagine you are organizing your computer late at night. Files are scattered everywhere. Instead of dragging and dropping with a mouse, Linux gives you a powerful tool to clean everything up, the env command. I will show you how env works, how to move files, move directories, folders, and even rename them, all from terminal. So what is the env command? Env command stands for move. It has two main jobs. First, move files or directories from one location to another. And second, rename files or directories. The env command works all major Linux distributions, including Ubuntu, Debian, CentOS, and more. So how env command works? When you use env, you are telling Linux, take this file or folder from here and place it over there. There are two ways to do this. Move a file from your current directory and move a file by specifying the full path even if you are somewhere else. Renaming is also simple. Instead of giving a destination folder, you are giving the new name. So the basic syntax env command looks like this. Env, options, source, and destination. Destination. Important rules: the source always comes first, the target comes second. Both source and target can be files or directories. One small typo can break the command. There are some options used with env. I will show you most useful options you should to know. But before that, let's create one directory for our experiment, env tests. Let's create one file, touch file txt, move that file to env test, create other file in our current directory here. First, but let's check test, and we see our file txt inside this path, inside this folder. So let's go back. Let's add some content inside our file. Okay, but first we need to create file. So touch file, echo Grigor to file txt. Now we are inside home directory. Cut inside home Grigor directory. Cut file txt. And now we need to move this file and overwrite the file inside env0. Let's clear the screen. First option env -i file to move it to env directory. So this will ask for confirmation before overwriting a file. Enter, and we see in the output env overwrite env test file txt. If you want to overwrite, just add yes. Now let's check cd env cut file txt, and we see result. Let's go back. The next option is -u update. Moves the file only if the source is newer than the destination. So let's create here touch file txt. Let's add some info inside that file, DevOps to file txt, and let's move env -u update file env file txt. Let's go to env test directory and check. We see that file updated. Now let's go back, create again. So this is a little bit overwhelming, but we need to understand fully how env command works. Touch file, add some information inside file, sre, file text, go in env test and also update this file. So echo sre chronicles to file. So we updated our file inside env test. Now that means this file updated. It's newer than our file, which is located one directory above. Let's clear the screen. Clear. So cut file. This file is old, And now we need to update our second file, which is located inside mv test directory. So let's try with -u option file to mv file txt. Let's check mv. So cut file. And we see that our content not changed. So it's keep our content in that file because it's newer than the source. The file inside the destination is newer. Let's go back, update again our source with echo linux file txt, move again, and let's see content of our file, destination file. And we see our file updated because now our source is newer than the destination. So create again touch file txt. Next option -v shows what command is doing. So mv file mv here. Sorry, I forget to add -v option. Touch file mv -v mv test. So we need to add here also destination. So what this error tell us? And the missing destination file operand after. Sorry, I made some mistakes. mv -v file and mv to here file txt. We see verbose output rename file txt to this file. This is great for learning and debugging. Let's clear the screen. Clear. So how to move multiple files at once? Let's create some files with txt option, txt extension, .txt, ls, and we see our files with txt extension. Now we want to move all that files at once. You can use using asterisk is a wildcard. So mv asterisk txt to mv -test directory. This command moves all .txt files from current directory into mv test. Let's check ls mv test, and we see inside our mv test directory all files with txt extension. How you can rename files? You can rename it by following way. Let's create files customers.txt. Now we want to rename that file. We can do by mv command mv customer txt, but first add some content inside customer, echo, for example, John inside customer, mv. Let's now rename customer to customers txt, ls customers. So cut customers. Let's check what we have inside. And we see just we renamed our file. Nothing is moved, just the file stay in the same place, only the name changes. Now let's work with directories. Let's create directory mkdir test. We want to rename it. Let's do the same command mv, for example, test to test1 ls, and we see our test directory renamed to test1. If you want to explore more options about mv command, you can use manual pages man mv. From here you can see all options. Now let's try to move directory. Let's go inside our test1 directory. Let's create some files. File from 1 to 10. Let's go back, clear the screen. And now we want to move all test1 directory to mv directory. Enter. Go to check mv ls, and we see all directory now moved here. Test1. Go to test1 and check ls. Now let's go to home directory, and we notice that we don't have anymore here test1 directory into our home Grigor directory. Important tips before you go. env overwrites file by default. Use -a option to stay safe. Renaming is powerful, but for bulk renaming, other tools may be better. Always double check path before pressing enter. So env command is one of the most essential Linux tools. Once you master it, you will organize file faster, manage directories efficiently, work confidently without graphical interface. If this helped you, like this video, subscribe to continue Linux crash course. See you in the next video.